Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I am currently at work. I'm sorry if I'm talking like super low. I just I don't know. I got this earbud in, so I don't know how loud I'm talking, pretty much. But I just wanted to share with you guys some things that I've been kind of going through, and I talked about this in my last video that I recorded. I didn't post this video yet, but I'll pretty much say it again. Excuse me, y'all. I think I'm coming down with a cold or something, and I know this is so ghetto, but um, I'm goofy. Uh, but pretty much I've been going through it, like just kind of stressing and worried about like um, finances, and not so much that like I'm just hurting right now. God, God, thank you, and I'm grateful for that. But just with a kid, like things, everything is continuous. Like things don't stop when you have a kid, and then like on top of that, like bills don't stop. Um, but I had came across a situation where um, I mean a woman's a woman's situation was pretty similar to mine. And she just had a baby, just was on maternity leave, like all of this other stuff. And pretty much the only difference is that she had two kids. So she just had a baby, and then I think she had like a 2 or 3 year old. But the father of her child had died, and he just was murdered. So, I was just thinking, I'm like, dang, I'm stressed out about, me having one kid and Brandon being there. And, my mom, my dad, his grandparents, on brother's side, brother's mom and dad, his aunt and his uncles. Like, I'm so stressed out about that. But here's someone that's not even from whatever state she's from, because I didn't get that information, but she's not even from where she's living, and she's facing an eviction, and the father of her child just passed away. And then and she has to deal with that, and then also taking care of two kids all by herself. So that put things in perspective for me. And then another situation is that I've been kind of beating myself up about my health, about my mental health, about about all of that. And so I would just go ahead and like come clean like now. It took me a moment uh, to process it, but I do have some health issues, and then like alpha thalassemia is just like another thing within itself that kind of beats up, the immune system as is. But I was just diagnosed on top of that with depression, and I was put on medication to kind of help with it. I was put on Zoloft for now, just because that has the lowest like dosage, and it's supposed to be like the safest for breastfeeding mothers. So that kind of had me feeling some type of way. I'm like, y'all need to listen to me. But yeah, that had me feeling some type of way. And of course, they have you take like the tests and stuff like that for postpartum. And I kind of just, you know, and this was when I was still on my 6-week maternity leave. But I was like, let's not, already try to diagnose me. I don't know. I felt like I answered the questions on the test as positive and as truthful as I could, honestly. But I was hit with this 3 times, and I was already going through, like I said, I was just already going through a situation, and I'm like, okay, maybe this might be the best thing right now for this moment. It's just to go ahead and not accept it as, as something that is a part of me, but just recognize that this is an issue that I'm going through at the end of the day. So, yeah. But aside from that, I was here at work, and I went to see a man that had cancer in some part of his face, but the cancer is literally eating at his face and making his face rot. And the outer parts, like, of his face, like the perimeter, I guess, of his face was black, and he was just scratching at it. But when I say his eyes were swollen and he only could open his eyes about this much, from here, his face was missing. That part had completely rotted out, and his wife was there with him, and she was just, so positive, and she just spoke to him just, so normal. And of course, because that's not the person that how am I trying to say this? That's the cancer is not who she fell in love with. You know what I mean? Like, that's not. It didn't make a difference to her. Like, that was still the person that she fell in love with. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But I was like, meanwhile, he's not down and he's not depressed, and he's just, he's just going about his everyday. He's not down. He's not feeling sorry for himself, and neither is his wife. And that just really put into perspective for me that yes, things could be worse, but they are what you make them, and you have to be positive. You have to be positive for yourself. Every day, God bless you with. You shouldn't be down on yourself, and you should take it as a blessing. So that had me just really thinking and considering the lilies of the field, and just not taking my life for granted. And I don't have the time or capacity to do that. Like that, those emotions, all of that energy could be channeled into something else. So that's why I was like, okay, you know what, I would just put myself out there and just let y'all know, because it's hard. It is. Sometimes it's hard to come across one way. And I'm not trying to put on a facade. I really want to, like I said, be relatable and transparent as I possibly can. So, yeah, but if you ever feel, down on yourself, just know that God got you in any situation. And honestly, yeah, things really are what you make them. that's pretty much all that I had to say. And yeah, I just keep putting God first, and yeah, and just know that everything will be okay. So thank you so much, guys. And also too, I just want to leave with this: it's okay to feel some type of way about your situation. I'm not saying like, oh, don't be sad, don't beat yourself up because things could be worse. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that don't beat yourself up. Don't be sad because things can be worse. But in the words of Beyonce, give yourself some time to deal with it. Don't spend too much time on it. And then move forward and see how you can make the best out of the situation. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and please just like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.